Hello. Hello. I'm audible to all of you. Hello. Sasmita and Jyotsna Rani, you are there in the meeting?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ନମସ୍କାର।
ନମସ୍କାର। ମୋର ଭଏସ ଶୁଣା ଯାଉଛି ନା?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆମର ପ୍ରତିଦିନ କେତେ ପିଲା ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରନ୍ତି ଏ କ୍ଲାସଟା?
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
ଏଇ ପେପରଟା
9-10 ଜଣ ଏମିତି।
9-10 ଜଣଙ୍କର ବୋଧେ ଏଟା ସ୍ପେଶାଲ ପେପରଟା ବୋଧେ ନା?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି। ମାତ୍ର ତ 3 ଜଣ ଜଏନ କରିଛ। କଣ କରିବା ଅପେକ୍ଷା କରିବା ନା କ୍ଲାସ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରିବା?
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଆପଣ ଆରମ୍ଭ କରନ୍ତୁ। ପିଲା 5:30 ଭିତରେ ମାନେ ଆଟେଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେଇଥିବେ ଯେତିକି କରିବା କଥା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଠିକ ଅଛି। ତାହେଲେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟ କରିବା? Okay.
ଆଜ୍ଞା
Okay. So yesterday we are discussing about intelligence, and just we have started intelligence. Today we will discuss more detail about the different theories of intelligence and how to develop the intellectual ability among the students, and what is the role of the educational institution also regarding the development of intelligence. Okay, and this is going to cover in your block 1. Block 1 is the unit 4 in block 1, and this unit is going to give importance on intelligence and creativity. Yes, have you gone through of your module? Module ଦେଖୁଛ କି ସମସ୍ତେ? କାଲି ପଢା ହେଲା ପରେ କିଛି ଦେଖିଛ କି module? ଯୋଉମାନେ ଅଛ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ପଚାରୁଛି। କିଏ ଦେଖିଛ? କାଲି ଆମେ ଯାହା ଯାହା ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ, ଡିସ୍କସନ ପରେ ମଡ୍ୟୁଲ ରେ କଣ ଅଛି କଣ ନାହିଁ ତମେ କିଏ ଦେଖିଛ? କେହି ଦେଖିନ ବୋଧେ? Okay, it's okay, but the thing is that if you will go through the module, then the interaction will be more interactive and more effective. It have a good impact on you. Okay, let it. So today we will discuss regarding intelligence, and as already yesterday we have discussed, intelligence is nothing else as the ability to learn and also to solve different type of problems. But when we are talking regarding the aspect of intelligence, now we are talking regarding the not only the general intelligence but also emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, social intelligence. So these are also the aspects of intelligence. Can anyone tell to me what is social intelligence and what is spiritual intelligence? କିଏ କହିବ କି social intelligence କଣ, spiritual intelligence କଣ? ଯୋଉମାନେ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ଅଛ କିଏ କହିବ? No one have idea regarding emotional intelligence, social intelligence, spiritual intelligence? With name I will ask. Okay, Subhasri, you are there? Susri, you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell to me what is emotional intelligence? କିଛି କହିପାରିବ ଇମୋସନାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କଣ ଆ ଉପରେ? ସସ୍ମିତା?
Ma'am, social intelligence
ନାଇଁ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
is the ability to social interaction.
Yes. Emotional intelligence? Okay, we will proceed. When we are talking regarding intelligence, intelligence is not only who are securing good marks or who have a good mathematical ability or someone who have more reasoning capacity, not like that. Intelligence is also having its different aspects. Whatever now I told, the having the general intelligence means these intellectual ability, they are able to solve the higher level problems or they are able to solve the good reasoning capacity. These all are called as the general intelligence. But with the general intelligence also, there are other aspects which is required for an individual to lead the life in the society. So social intelligence means the intellectual ability which help the individuals to adjust with the different social norms and to face the different conflicts in the society and able to handle all type of problems, social problems properly. So that can be called as a social intelligence. Like yesterday we talked regarding emotional intelligence, a person who is able to make a balance of both negative and positive emotion within the individual, that is called as the emotional intelligence. So intelligence has its own different aspects. Okay, so when we are talking regarding intelligence, these all type of intelligence is going to cover in this one concept. Okay, so all type of intelligence is required for that. Sometimes without having the general intelligence, one individual can get the success in life, but the individual having general intelligence but lack of social intelligence and emotional intelligence will unable to adjust in the society or unable to adjust with himself or herself. Okay, to deal with the emotion. So they are never will become a successful person. So every successful individual must have emotional intelligence and social intelligence. Okay, so this is the general concepts regarding the intelligence. And can anyone tell to me what is intelligence quotient? IQ. In short form, we used to call IQ. What is intelligence? What is intelligent quotient? Both are the same thing or something different is there? Any one of you? What is intelligent quotient? IQ. Have you listened regarding IQ? How you used to calculate the IQ? Can anyone tell? Hey, ଜାଣିଛ କେମିତି IQ calculation କରାଯାଏ? IQ ମାନେ କଣ? ବର୍ଷା, please respond what is IQ? Varsha, you are there in the class? I think Nandini? Nandini?
Yes, madam, namaskar.
ନମସ୍କାର, କହିପାରିବ ଆଇକ୍ୟୁ ଆମେ କେମିତି କାଲକୁଲେସନ କରୁଛେ? What is IQ? IQ ଆମେ କେମିତି କାଲକୁଲେସନ କରୁ? ଜାଣିଛ?
ମ୍ୟାଡାମ ଆଇକ୍ୟୁ ମାନେ ମାନସିକ ଦକ୍ଷତା।
ହଁ, intelligent quotient, ତାର full form ଟା I is for intelligent, Q is for quotient. Intelligent quotient, in short form we called it IQ. How you mostly calculate the IQ? IQ is going to calculate by on the basis of the mental age of a person divided by chronological age. So according to Binet, a famous psychologist, according to Binet, a famous psychologist, we are going to calculate the IQ on the basis of the mental age and chronological age of an individual. So first we will take the mental age divided by the chronological age, and what the quotient, the ratio will come, that is called as the IQ of an individual. Suppose take example, mental age. How we will calculate the mental age? On the basis of certain test or the scale, we are going to calculate the mental age. These are the standardized. Okay. So after that, someone get the score of what is the mental age divided by chronological age. Chronological age means what is the age of the individual. Suppose the age of the individual is 12, but someone got in IQ mental age 8. So 8 divided by 12. Whatever the ratio will come, that is called as the intelligent quotient of the individual. So if mental age will be more than the chronological age, definitely it shows that an individual is more intelligent. Okay, and that is called as the general intelligence. In this way, there is also the other aspects like emotional intelligence and also spiritual intelligence, and all total together is called as the intellectual ability of an individual, which is going to help the individual to lead the life in the society. Okay, so regarding this intelligence, we will discuss in detail whatever the theories are there in intelligence. And what theories we will discuss here are the psychometric theory and the multiple intelligence theory and Parkinson's view on intelligence. These are the latest things we will discuss regarding intelligence. So, when suppose we are going to talk regarding the psychometric theory of intelligence. In psychometric theory, the importance or emphasis is given on different abilities. Okay, I prepared the PPT. I will show you. Just you confirm whether my PPT is visible to you. Screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So yesterday we discussed up to this, and now we are discussing regarding intelligence. So as now I used to tell to you, intelligence is the ability to learn and pose problem and solve problem. And here I have mentioned in short the intelligent quotient, emotional intelligent quotient, IQ is for intelligent quotient, EQ is for emotional intelligent quotient, and SQ is for spiritual intelligence quotient. So what do you understand here? The spiritual intelligence. Can anyone tell to me what is spiritual intelligence? If you will not interact the class, it will be less interesting to take the class. Whatever you know, I do not tell that you just tell the correct answers only. But what you know, I must able to know when we are going to discuss. So on the basis of this, we will lead our discussion. If you will not interact, it's very difficult to take the class in this online mode without seeing all of your faces only by, as if I will tell only one sided, then I will feel that I only one member is there, and I am only talking. No one is listening to me, but I am talking of my own pace and race. Can anyone tell to me what is spiritual intelligence? If you do not know, you can also tell yes, we do not know about it. But you have to respond. Okay, anyhow, you have no interest also to know. Yes. So we will just whatever the formalities are there, according to that we will speak and we'll complete the class. Anyhow, so here psychometric theories of intelligence has given importance on primary mental abilities and verbal comprehension, word fluency, number, space, associative memory, perceptual speed, reasoning, fluid intelligence, and crystallized intelligence. If you will not answer, it's very difficult to explain all these terms and conditions to all of you. And this class has no value when one-sided I will talk to all of you. If you have no interest, you can quit the class. I also will leave the class. I think there is no need of the class. You understand all these concepts? So I will only show the PPTs and we'll move forward. PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can anyone read the points what I have written in the PPT? One of you read what are the points are there in the psychometric theories of intelligence. Read. Sasmita, you read.
Ma'am, verbal comprehension,
Yes.
word fluency,
Yes.
number, space,
Hmm.
associative memory, perceptual speed, reasoning, fluid intelligence, and crystallized intelligence.
Crystallized intelligence. So these all are the according to psychometric theory, these are the symptom of intelligence of an individual. It means a individual who have more verbal comprehension ability. Okay, comprehension means you understand a person who is able to comprehend. They are called as the intelligent person. Who have more fluency in talking, word fluency. Who have more good vocabulary capacity, able to good communication skill. They are known as the good intellectual peoples. Like who have the good numerical ability. Number means here the numerical ability. The person who have good numerical ability and associative memory, able to relate one thing to others. Okay, able to perceive the things. The rate of perception is more. Yesterday we talked regarding perception. The perceptual speed, reasoning ability, and these all are called as the symptom of intelligence according to psychometric theory. Here fluid intelligence means and crystallized intelligence means on the basis of their own understanding we can categorize the things as fluid intelligence and crystallized intelligence, and that also are the symptom of the intellectually able people. Okay, you understand all the points, or any doubt regarding any point here you can ask. ଏ ସବୁ ଗୁଡାକ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ବୁଝି ପାରିଲ? ना जदि कार कोडे किछ असुविधा हैछि बुझी पारन जदि तो पॉइंट पचारले हम ऊपर डिस्कशन करिया। बुझी गला
मैम
सब? हां
मैम
को
नमस्कार। फ्लूइड इंटेलिजेंस मीन्स हे टिके
fluid
बुझे
intelligence means this is also intellectual ability on the basis of it fluid on the basis of the need a person is able to intellectual having the intellectual ability. Okay, crystallized means we can say permanent intelligence. Okay, but in some circumstance at the time of facing a situation all of a sudden something intellectual ability is going to help the person. In those cases we are going to tell as the fluid intelligence, and the reverse is the crystallized intelligence. ଆଉ କାହାର କିଛି anything you understand what is associative memory? You can understand easily what is verbal comprehension. You can understand easily word fluency, number ability, space ability, perceptual speed, reasoning. The some related difficult term is that fluid intelligence, crystallized intelligence, and associative memory. Can anyone tell to me what is associative memory? What is associative memory? Who are interested to tell, you can unmute and tell. What is associative memory? Associative memory means a intellectual ability. Some concepts, some things are saved in your memory, but all of a sudden you are able to associate those things to another context. You are able to associate. Okay, and that is going to help also to develop your intellectual ability. It means you have learned something in different contexts, but sometimes you are able to use that intellectual ability, that memory, that capacity to solve the other problems or to use in a different context. Then it is called as a associative memory, and this is also a symptom of intellectual ability. If you are able to interlink, then it is also called as a associative memory. Okay, so these all are the things which is going to identify the intellectual capacity of an individual. Then we will move to another theory, that is the theory of multiple intelligence. And this theory is started by Gardner. Here the sorry spelling mistake is there. It is mistakenly printed as the Hadder, but it is not Hadder, it is Gardner. Okay, according to Howard Gardner, seven components play important role in intelligence, and these are verbal linguistic, logical mathematics, spatial knowledge, bodily kinesthetic, musical intelligence, interpersonal and intrapersonal relation, naturalistic ability, and existential capacity. So these are also the things which is going to influence or determine the intellectual ability of an individual, and that is called as the multiple intelligence theory. And the pioneer of this theory was the Gardner. Okay, and he has given importance on seven important factors which is going to determine the intellectual ability of an individual. First is the verbal linguistic. In every point we have to discuss. So if you will not participate, if you will not discuss one sided, it cannot be explain each and everything to you. It depends on you. If you are interested, you can ask. Otherwise, I will skip, just will show the PPT to all of you, whether you understand or not. If any doubt is there, ask, then I will discuss each and every point. Otherwise, I will just skip the PPTs. You will see and we will move forward.
मैडम डिस्कशन करंतु
कोटा पचार जोटा तुमको बुझा पड़ुनी कहले आम डिस्कसन करवा वन साइडेड तो मु खाली कहूथी गोटे पर गोटे पॉइंट तुम किए अच्छ कि ना जानी पार नथी तो इंटरेस्टिंग तो केबे भी हबनी What do you mean by here verbal linguistic तमे जो थरे ओडिया रे बुझुचो कि इंग्लिश रे बुझुचो जहाँ भी किछ तुमको पार्टिसिपेट करी कि तमे निजर भी व्यू रखो ताले क्लास ता भल लागियो कोन बुझुचो कहलो एटी व्हाट इज verbal linguistic किए कहबो what is logical mathematics what is verbal linguistic what is spatial knowledge what is bodily kinesthetic किछि बुझुचो ए टर्म गुडा को केते जण अछो क्लास रे मु तो स्क्रीन शेयर करूची ए देखि पारुनी केते जण अछो क्लास रे किए मते कहबो केते जण प्रेजेंट अछो वर्तमान क्लास रे
7 जण मैम
केते जण 5 जण
7 जण
7 जण 7 जणक भितरु केही भी कोन तमे किछि बुझुनो एडा जा कहूछु मु एबे ए सब
मैम
टर्म गुडा तम पे नुआ
मैडम 7 नंबर टा नेचुरालिस्ट माने प्रकृतिवादी
हां एठी 6 नंबर टा कोन बुझुचो कहलो इंटरपर्सनल एंड इंट्रापर्सनल एबिलिटी एटा कोन बुझुचो एटा मध्ये गोटे लोकर गोटे पर्सन रो गोटे इंटेलेक्चुअल एबिलिटी को शो करूची इंटरपर्सनल एंड इंट्रापर्सनल एबिलिटी माने कोन एटा यार अर्थ कोन यार मीनिंग हैला जदि गोटे लोक विभिन्न लोक इंट्रापर्सनल रहउची विभिन्न लोकन सहित केमिति रिलेशन रखि पारुची दैट इज कॉल्ड एज द इंट्रापर्सनल एबिलिटी how a individual is able to relate with different individuals in the society how to maintain the relation it is also a symptom of intelligence okay interpersonal ability means how you are able to keep connected to yourself it means you are able to handle your emotion you are able to handle your stress how to what extent a individual is interconnected to himself and herself okay this is called as the interpersonal ability and intrapersonal ability like this what is musical ability the person who have some certain sense of musical knowledge able to create the new rhythm new theme and on the basis of that they used to create a new music that is also a capacity of the intelligence bodily kinesthetic it means your importance is given on psychomotor ability having the good physic ability able to handle the vehicles able to ride the vehicles and some motor ability of an individual is also coming under the intellectual ability like logical mathematics that thing I think you can understand it easily who are able to logically prove the things who have the good mathematical knowledge that is a symptom of intellectual ability linguistic ability verbal linguistic who have more vocabulary capacity able to speak properly able to speak in a proper arranged way that is also an intellectual ability so these all are the symptom of a intellectual person according to the multiple intelligence theory which was stated by the psychologist Gardner okay Any doubt regarding these two theories, psychometric theory and multiple intelligence theory? These are the two theories what till now we have discussed on intelligence. Okay, next we will move to David Parkinson's view on intelligence. What he told, Parkinson's what told regarding the intelligence. According to him, intelligence is nothing else a experiential ability, okay, and neural intelligence ability, and he has also given importance on reflective intelligence ability. ए जो तीनटा वर्ड लिखा है पीपीटी देखा जाउची तो
Yes,
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ma'am.
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ।
ए तीनटा जो पॉइंट लिखी ची ए तीनटा पॉइंट को भलरे पढ़ो टिके चिंता करके मते कुहो कोन ए सब आर माने तमे कोन बुझुचो व्हाट इज न्यूरल एबिलिटी sorry neural intelligence, what is experiential intelligence, what is reflective intelligence?
ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ
ये
ଏକ୍ସପେରିମେଣ୍ଟାଲ
କହିବ କିଛି
ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ
ହଁ କୁହ
ନିଜର ଅଭିଜ୍ଞତାରୁ ଯୋଉ ଜ୍ଞାନ ପ୍ରାପ୍ତ ହୋଇଥାଏ।
ହଁ करेक्ट ठीक कथा कहलो experiential intelligence means intelligence is nothing something else we can acquire, okay, intelligence is our experience as we lead our life, okay, आमे जो प्रकार लाइफ बंचुचे आम लाइफ रे एवरीडे जहाँ आमे एक्सपीरियंस करूचे सेइथिरु जहाँ सिखुचे सेटा मध्य हमर इंटेलेक्चुअल एबिलिटी की ग्रो करिवारे हेल्प करूची ए सेई जिंसटा को ए डेविड पार्किंसन तांको थ्योरी रे इंपोर्टेंस देई कहिसंती जे एक्सपीरियंस इज ए वन सोर्स ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस सेति पई आमे कहू लाइफ रे जो लोक जेते एक्सपोजर पाइची जेते एक्सपीरियंस पाइची सेमानकर इंटेलेक्चुअल एबिलिटी सेते अधिका जार एक्सपीरियंस कम थिबो सेमानकर इंटेलिजेंस भी मध्य सब बेले कम थिबो बोली आमे कहि परिबानी बट ए एक्सपीरियंस इंडिविजुअल हैज मोर इंटेलिजेंस, ओके, समथि व्हाट डू यू मीन बाय रिफ्लेक्टिव इंटेलिजेंस? ये कहबो व्हाट इज रिफ्लेक्टिव इंटेलिजेंस? चिंता करो से वर्ड टाकू से वर्ड रो मीनिंग को धरि तमे चिंता करो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इट इजीली।
Ma'am, a person ability to use to mental skill.
मेंटल स्किल, ओके, आउ के किछि कहबो? ठीक अछि आ न्यूरल इंटेलिजेंस माने कोन बुझुचो? न्यूरल इंटेलिजेंस माने कोन बुझुचो? Neural intelligence means the intellectual ability on what is neurology, what is that term neurology you mean? Neurology means a term related to our brain, okay, and intellectual ability of an individual is also to some extent it is the hereditary and also on the it depends on your biological development also how to what extent your brain has developed. So a natural ability of intelligence is called as the neural intelligence, okay, how the a child is born having the intellectual ability, the number of the cells in the brain, and according to heredity also has some impact on it, and your growth, it means what type of food you are going to take, in which environment we are going to live, and all these things are also going to keep an impact on your intellectual ability. and that is called as the neural ability. But beyond that, having the neural ability also, next second is called as the experience. If by having good intelligence also, if a individual is not getting more exposure to life and not having more experience, then also the intellectual ability will fluctuate. It will reduce or it will not grow according to the others. So another intelligence is based on the experience. Like this, not only the experience, after getting the experience, how you are able to reflect those things in your life. It means after getting experience, your intellectual ability has developed, but to what extent you are able to use it and you are going to reflect it in your day-to-day life, that is called as the reflective intelligence. Now you understand and can interlink with all the three: neuro intelligence, experience intelligence, and reflective intelligence. So what you gain from experience, that intellectual ability must be reflected in your action, in your behavior, in your day-to-day life in different aspects. Then it is called as the reflective intelligence. Now I think you will able to understand all the three concepts and able to interlink all the three, and all the three are interlinked to each other: neuro intelligence, experience intelligence, and reflective intelligence. जदि किछि बुझी पालानी तीनटा ये रे, जदि किछि डाउट अछि पचारि पार। बुझी गला समझते?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ।
Okay, okay. We will move forward. Now we will discuss regarding what are the issues are there in intelligence. Yes, as already we have discussed in the first slide only, no doubt we are in our normal education system, we are giving importance on general intelligence, but our system is going to ignore certain intellectual ability like moral intelligence, social intelligence, and emotional intelligence. Are you agree with me? ଆମର ଯୋଉ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପାଠ ପଢା ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଚାଲିଛି ସେଇଥିରେ ଆମେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ଏ ସବୁ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କୁ ଗ୍ରୋ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପ୍ରପର ଫୋକସ ଦଉଛେ କି? ପିଲାମାନେ ପ୍ରପର ଫୋକସ ପାଉଛନ୍ତି କି? ସେମାନଙ୍କର ମୋରାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା, ସେମାନଙ୍କର ସୋସିଆଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା, ଇମୋସନାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ କରିବା, ଆମର ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଏସବୁର ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କୁ ମିଟ୍ କରିପାରୁଛି କି? ଆରେ ହଁ କି ନାଇଁ କୁହ ତ? ତମେ ଯଦି କିଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଆନ୍ସର କହୁନ ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଶୁଣୁଛି ଯେ କେହି ଶୁଣୁ ହିଁ ନା। କରିପାରୁଛି?
ୟେସ୍ ମ୍ୟାଡ଼ାମ।
ଆମର ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ରେ
କରିପାରିବା।
ଆମ୍ପଲ ଅପରଚୁନିଟି ଅଛି ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କର ଇମୋସନାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କୁ ଗ୍ରୋ କରିବାରେ ଆମେ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିପାରୁଛେ? ଆଉ କିଏ କହିବ? ଓକେ, এইগুড়ାକୁ ଇସ୍ୟୁ କୁହାଯାଉଛି କାହିଁକି ନା ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ ରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଯୋଉ କଥା ହେଲେ ଆମର ଫର୍ମାଲ ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ରେ ଆମେ କେବଳ କଣ୍ଟେଣ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ କରୁଛେ, ଆମେ କେବଳ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ କରୁଛେ, ଆମେ କେବଳ ମାର୍କ ଉପରେ ଫୋକସ କରୁଛେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ଏକ୍ଜାକ୍ଟଲି ଆମେ ଏଜୁକେସନ ସିଷ୍ଟମ ରେ ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ହେଲ୍ପ କରିପାରୁନେ ସେମାନଙ୍କର ମୋରାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ ହବ, ସେମାନଙ୍କର ସୋସିଆଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ ହବ, ସେମାନଙ୍କର ଇମୋସନାଲ ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କେମିତି ଡେଭଲପ ହବ। So that's why ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ଯେ these are the issues in intelligence. So as a part and parcel of the education system, we must not only give focus on general intelligence, We must be focused to grow these all the aspects of intelligence. Okay. And now, have you listened regarding artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence कौन term टा सुनुचो कि के वर्तमान में ये सुनुचो what is artificial intelligence? तम तो तम
ଆଜ୍ଞା
क्लास सुनु ना और तुम्हें artificial intelligence आ कौन सुनुचो ना नहीं कौन कहबो कौन यदि सुनिचो ताहले कुओ कौन जानिचो ए विषय रे टिके artificial intelligence माने कौन तम पे प्रकृत रे सब क्लास रो किछि दरकार नाही unnecessary your center is arranged all these classes for all of you. କହିବ କିଏ କଣ କହିବ what is artificial intelligence?
मैम एआई जेटा कि टेक्निकल क्षेत्र रे यूज हुए
हाँ सही एआई होची artificial intelligence जोटा कि टेक्नोलॉजी रे गोटे न्यू एडवांस्ड फॉर्म वर्तमान आम टेक्नोलॉजी रे आमर इंटेलिजेंस को स्टडी से माने करि परछथि ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ योर एक्टिविटीज डन इन द इन टेक्नोलॉजी माने सपोज तमे सोशल मीडिया रे भी जहा सर्च करछो से बेसिस रे तमे जदि देखिबो हबे तमे जदि सोशल मीडिया Instagram Twitter and all these things you are going to search for a particular thing same ad will come for you suppose you have gone to search for your um, certain item in a shopping app है मने को तमे shopping app रे मने करो जो जिंसटा को तमे सर्च करिचो से रिलेटेड रो एडवर्टाइजमेंट तम पाखु बेसी आसीयो से केमते जानिले तमे एटा सर्च करिचो बोली the artificial intelligence. Okay, so the artificial intelligence is a new version in technology is now going to replace many things in the field of technology, not only technology, it is going to replace many things in other field, in the field of education also by help of artificial intelligence. Now you are going to see the chat gpt kotha sunucho what is chat gpt are you using chat gpt?
yes ma'am
यस मैम
Yes, that is also going to reveal everything you ask chat gpt will get the answer that is due to the artificial intelligence. Okay, so many revolutionary changes now is going to the field of technology which can be used in other fields also in the field of health in the field of education in the field of all other sector so that our normal intelligence what we are going to talk regarding the human intelligence one day will be replaced by the artificial intelligence. So these are the issues now. Okay. So in the aspects of intelligence. So here we will stop and we will move to another topic that is creativity. Now you tell to me, is intelligence and creativity both are the same thing or anything different is there? दीटा जाको एका कथा ना क्रिएटिविटी इंटेलिजेंस को और किछ अलगा अछि
मैम
इंटेलिजेंट
क्रिएटिविटी
मींस हां
जेंस
को
ऑल
कोन अलगा इंटेलिजेंट माने कोन क्रिएटिविटी माने कोन कोन से अलगाटा कोन
creativity is something create new and intelligence is a
इंटेलिजेंस कोन हमें पे पर्यंत जो डिस्कशन कले इंटेलिजेंस ता की एबिलिटी ता
mental ability
हां
ଗୋଟେ ପିଲା କେତେ ଦୂର ବୁଝିପାରୁଛି ତାର ମାନସିକ ଦକ୍ଷତା କେତେ କେତେ ଅଛି କିନ୍ତୁ କ୍ରିଏଟିଭ ଯୋଉଟା ଇଣ୍ଟେଲିଜେନ୍ସ କୁ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରି କିଛି ଗୋଟେ ନୂତନ ଯୋଉ ନୂଆ ଜିନିଷ କ୍ରିଏଟ କରିବ
हां यस यू आर करेक्ट इंटेलेक्चुअल एबल हमें एठी कहि परिबा every creative people are intelligent, but all intelligent people are not creative. Okay, are you agree?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Creativity is some different aspects of our brain, and it is a different ability of an individual to think something differently, to do something differently. May not be intellectual ability, but we can say it is a different aspects of the brain to think to think differently and to create something differently. Okay, that is called as the creativity. So a creative people are, we can say, are intelligent, but all intelligent people are not creative. Okay, intelligence is a different aspect. It is going to explain about the mental capacity of an individual. For all intellectual capacity, people are not able to create something new. It is known as the ability to produce work that is noble, high on quality, and appropriate. Okay, so creativity, here I have just used simple words to explain the word creativity. So creativity is the ability to produce the work that is noble, high on quality, and appropriate. It includes divergent thinking, it includes fluency, it includes flexibility, it includes elaboration and originality.
मैम
Creativity more
आ जाओ
yes, କୁହ କଣ
ପିପିଟି ର
କହୁଛ
ସବୁ
କି?
ଠିକ ସେ ଦେଖି ପାରୁନି
ପିପିଟି ଦେଖା ଯାଉନି?
ଦେଖା ଯାଉଛି ଠିକ ମାନେ ଲାଇନ ଗୁଡାକ ସବୁ ଆସିବ
କଣ ଏବେ ଦେଖାଗଲା? ଦେଖିଲ, ଦେଖା ଯାଉଛି?
ୟେସ୍
ଦେଖିପାରିଲ?
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ଏଇ ମୁଁ କ୍ରିଏଟିଭିଟି ପିପିଟି ଟା ଦେଖଉଛି ଏବେ, ଯୋଉଟାରେ ଆମେ ଏବେ ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରୁଛେ ଯେ creativity more depends on the environment than the heredity. As already we have discussed, intelligence is the factor is influenced by heredity, but creativity is not. Okay, it mostly depends on the environment. Okay, so heredity has more impact on intelligence, but environment has more impact on creativity. So on the basis of the environment where the child has grown up, a child can be creative or not. Yes, and creativity what the aspects of creativity, ଆମେ କୋଉଠି ଆମେ creativity ଅଛି ବୋଲି ଆମେ ଜାଣି ପାରିବା ନା ଯୋଉଠି ପିଲାର କିଛି divergent thinking ଥାଏ। ଏଠି ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ what is divergent thinking? Divergent thinking, convergent thinking, ଦିଟା ତାର opposite, divergent thinking ର convergent thinking। କିଏ କହିପାରିବ ଏଠି divergent thinking ମାନେ କଣ?
multiple solution,
କଣ ଆଉ ଥରେ କହିଲେ ଶୁଣିଲେନି।
multiple solution,
multiple solution, ଠିକ ଅଛି, ଆଉ କିଏ କହିବ? Divergent thinking means not multiple solution, ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷକୁ differently ଭାବିବା। Okay, convergent thinking means how it is the thing, on the basis of it we assume and conclude a thing, that is called as convergent thinking। ତାର exact opposite ଟା ହଉଛି divergent thinking, how you see the things but you think it something way in a different way, differently, then it is called as a divergent thinking, ହେଲା। ତ ସେଇ ଯୋଉ divergent thinking ability ଟା ଗୋଟେ symptom of creativity। ସେମିତି fluency, ସବୁ କାମଟାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ଗୋଟେ particular flow ରେ କରିପାରିବ, fluent ଥିବା, that is also a symptom of creativity। Then flexibility, you should not be rigid, according to the time, according to the need, the changes, easily can accept the changes and will adopt the new things, that is also a symptom of creativity। Then elaboration, elaboration, I think the word you will able to understand, whatever you are going to do, you are not going to do on the basis of only the copy topic, you will able to elaborate it, explain it with certain logic।
Okay, that is also a symptom of creativity. And one thing is that originality. What nowadays we give more focus. Most of the things what have already done, we are going to do the same thing in a different way. But that is not creativity. Creativity is means creating something new that must have its own originality. So nowadays, suppose you will see somebody has done something, but we are doing the same thing, but in a different way. But and that we are going to tell it is a creative thing. No, that is never a creativity. Creativity means something it must have its own originality. Then only it can be called as a creative thing. Okay, so these all are the symptom of creativity. Then next we will go to what are the main sources of creativity. How a child will get the source, and from where the child will get the source to be a creative individual. First thing, no doubt already we have discussed intellectual ability. For creativity, intellectual ability is required. That's why I told every creative individuals are intelligent, but all intelligent individuals are not creative. Okay, ସମସ୍ତେ କଥାରେ ଏକମତ ମୁଁ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ବି ସେଥିରେ ତମେ you are agree with this?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାଡାମ।
Yes. And then another thing is the source of creativity is knowledge. To be creative, you must also have some fundamental knowledge. Without having the fundamental and the basic knowledge, one person cannot be creative. So to be creative, first of all, the individual must have some basic and fundamental knowledge and some different cognitive style. Okay. Cognitive style means your cognitive structure also. We are going to indirectly going to tell about the cognitive structure. Then personality factors. And at last we can say motivation. To be creative, the most important thing is that motivation. When something new is created by an individual, the individual must be motivated. If it is you are not motivated, the creativity will be stopped there. And the individual will never dare again to do something new, to creative. Okay, so motivation is required. Intellectual ability, knowledge, cognitive styles, personality factors, motivation, so these all are the sources of creativity. जदि एथ्रु को टर्म टा बुझी परनो पचारि परिबो। Sources of creativity. बुझिलो सबु ए सोर्स गुडा को तुमको जने को क्रिएटिविटी पाई ए सबु जिंस गुडा को दरकार गोटे होची इंटेलेक्चुअल एबिलिटी दरकार नॉलेज दरकार गुड कॉग्निटिव स्ट्रक्चर दरकार पर्सनालिटी फैक्टर्स दरकार आ गोटे लास्ट होची सबुट इंपोर्टेंट व्हिच इज मोटिवेशन मोटिवेशन इज रिक्वायर्ड टू मेक एन इंडिविजुअल क्रिएटिव okay we will move forward so what are the strategies are there to ha କିଏ କିଛି କହିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଛ କିଏ କିଛି କହୁଥିଲ
ନାଇଁ ମ୍ୟାଡାମ
okay strategies to develop creativity so what are the strategies we can adopt to develop the creativity among the individual first thing is that there is required a good teacher student relation then only the creativity can develop because we know for creation of creativity there is need of freedom is required if a child is suppressed then the child never will be creative the child must get sufficient freedom and free atmosphere to express himself and herself and for that purpose there is need of a good relation between teacher and student then only a child can be creative and another is open communication that child must not feel or anytime hesitate to express something okay whether the child is going to tell that wrong thing or correct thing that is not the important but the child first express themselves okay able to dare to say something then only a person can be creative okay so there is need of open communication And another is cooperation from parents and teachers. Parents and teachers must feel what type of cooperation the child is required to do something. So that cooperation is also is going to expect from parents and also from teachers. And another is freedom for free thinking. If something a child is going to think differently, as we already have discussed the divergent thinking, the child have done something differently, that freedom must be given to the children. Okay, we should not criticize the child, whatever that, even the child has done something wrong, we can say it in a different way, but we directly should not criticize, because criticism always block the individual, and the individual's intellectual ability or creative ability will not get a exposure. So criticism must be there, but it must be in a positive way. Okay, we should not criticize uh, only from the point of view of wrong or correct, but we have to see whether a new thing has done or not. Okay, so attention of highly another thing is that if we will attach the students or the children with highly creative people, and their association can help them to create something new, that is also required. Attention of a highly creative people, reinforce the ideas and responses of the students, mutual respect and acceptance, and tolerate complexity. Mutual respect and acceptance means sometimes when the child is going to do something new, as a teacher, you must not dominate them, and you should not feel something superior to impose only your own idea on the children. You must respect the idea of the students, and you must give acceptance to their ideas, and they tolerate the complexity. Yes, so these are the strategies we must adopt to develop the creativity. Any doubt regarding all these points what we have mentioned in strategies to develop creativity? Is there? Just go through of all the points, read it properly. If any doubt is there, you can ask. Kar kichi doubt achi? Okay, we will move forward. So with this, we have completed the block 1, and we have to go to block 2. Just I'm going to stop my screen share, and so we will start now the block 2, and the block 2 is regarding the different institution, how must be the institutional environment. Block 2 is totally different compared to the block 1, and this block has given importance on understanding institution a psychosocial perspective. Yes, uh, you total 4 units we have completed in block 1, and more 4 blocks are there, 4 units are there in the block 2, and today and tomorrow we will discuss regarding the block 2. And unit 5, in block 2, unit 5 is about your understanding institutions a psychosocial perspective. How we can understand a institution from the psychological and social point of view. So these are the main concepts under the unit 5. Then first of all, we will discuss what is a institute. इंस्टीट्यूट माने कौन ताको हमें साइकोलॉजिकली सोशली केमती बुझिबा दरकार तमे निजे को व्हाट डू मीन बाय योर इंस्टीट्यूट इंस्टीट्यूट माने तमे कौन बुझुछ how many types of institutes have you faced in your life केते प्रकार इंस्टीट्यूट लाइफ रे देखिछ कौन इंस्टीट्यूट माने कौन किछ तमरो व्यू शेयर करलो Who is विनय विनय किए छे तमे कहलो काई केतल भी तमे पार्टिसिपेट करूनो बदे विनय किए अछ हेलो हेलो सुना जाउची मो वॉइस सुना जाउची
हाँ
Yes, ma'am.
कहलो इंस्टीट्यूट माने कौन बुझु से टिके कहलो
मैम कॉलेज एंड यूनिवर्सिटी जेंदा दुई नाम दो माने गोटे सारे जेंदा दुई थिबा
कौन कहउछ किछि सुना जाउनी मते किछि सुना जाउनी अन्य मानको सुना जाउची
कॉलेज एंड यूनिवर्सिटी
हां
कॉलेज एंड यूनिवर्सिटी वन गोटे डिवीजन
किछि तो सुना गलानी मते किछि बुझा पड़नी ठीक अछि ज्योत्सना रानी कहलो ज्योत्सना रानी
आज्ञा मैडम प्रोफेशनल कैरियर क्षेत्र रे जे शिक्षानुष्ठान गुड़िक खुली थाए ताको इंस्टीट्यूट कह जाय जेपरि कंप्यूटर इंस्टीट्यूट गोटे
कॉलेज को हम गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट कहिबा स्कूल को गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट कहिबा
आगे मैडम कहवा
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा ताहले इंस्टीट्यूट माने कोन थिला हम गोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को इंस्टीट्यूट बोली कहउची
मैम पर्टिकुलर टाइप ऑफ वर्क इज डन इट इज कॉल्ड इंस्टीट्यूट
institute means we can say also a organization yes or no
यस
yes. A organization having different individuals is going to do a specified list of works is called as a institute yes we can say educational institute it means the institute who are going to do the works related to education yes like health institute yes like we can say transport institute yes or we can say um um
मैम साइंस
uh,
इंस्टीट्यूट
yes science institute okay so on the basis of the organization means what a organized group of peoples work together to fulfill certain aims and objectives is called as a organization and an organization with set which is going to work with certain rules and regulation every institute has its own rule and regulation okay so institute means an organization which is going to work with certain rules and regulations to achieve certain goals every institute has its own aim and own goal okay so that is called as a institute a institute can be also in different type on the basis of the work they are going to do so we can say educational institute health institute or we can say transport institute anything we can tell on the basis of the work so that's why our concern is here to discuss about the institute related to educational institute so what are the different types of educational institutes so educational institutes every we have to analyze the institute from the different point of view like from the strength weakness opportunity and threats which is called as the SWOT analysis yes and an institute can be an open system institute or can be a closed system institute okay so regarding all these things we will discuss in this unit
Okay, I will now save my PPT regarding this block 2. Now PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
See here, I have mentioned what are the different types of institute.
No,
We can
ma'am.
say the institute. PPT not visible.
मैम देखा जाउची
अच्छा बोधे जहाँ को देखा जाए तुम किसी नेटवर्क इश्यू थी बोधे देखिए समस्त को देखा जाउची तो
आज्ञा मैडम देखा जाउची।
ओके types of institute: closed system institute, open system institute. An institute must be an open one. When we are talking regarding the educational institute, mostly we are going to talk regarding the open system institute. Here institute means when we analyze the institute, we have to take into consideration of all these points. What is the strength of the institute, what is the weakness of the institute, what opportunities are there in the institute, and what are the threats and the issues for the institute. Then we will come to what is institutional culture. Culture, what do you understand? Institution, what do you understand? Now you can tell to me what is institutional culture. Is according to a institute, the culture is going to differ. गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट रो किछि कल्चर अछि कि कहबो कि किछि ना बुझि परनो एठी institutional culture means self image of the institute. It refers to routine, rituals, values that create the tradition. Okay, suppose take example. When we are talking regarding a institute like here we can say Revensa is an university, it's an institute. It has its own culture. Suppose take example the Oxford University. It's a very big university at the international level. It has its own culture. It has its own trademark. Okay, and it has its own self image. जदि आमे जणे कहबा जणे ऑक्सफोर्ड रु पढी के आछि ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी रु and that तार निजर ही गोटे अलगा इमेज अछि. ओके सेमिति प्रत्येक इंस्टीट्यूट रो गोटे कल्चर अछि and that culture is going to create its own image. Yes, that's why institutional culture means we understand the self image of the institute, and it is going to reflect also what is the self image on the basis of the things are going to be done in a institute. Seite ko prakara path padha hochi semanakar ko prakara loko mane seti kamo କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେଠି କୋ ପ୍ରକାର ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କୁ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଦିଆ ହଉଛି ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଫ୍ରିଡମ କେମିତି ପିଲାମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କେତେ ଏକ୍ସପୋଜର ର ଫେସିଲିଟି ଅଛି ଏ ସବୁ ଜିନିଷ ଗୁଡାକ ଗୋଟେ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁଟ ର କଲଚର କୁ ରିପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ କରେ. ଓକେ so these all are the aspects we have to take into consideration when we are going to think about a institutional culture, and that institutional culture is also going to represent a organizational climate. In every organization has its own climate. Again तमे कहबो organizational climate कोन climate मान तमे बुझुते जे जोटा के environmental term गुटे environment को related, but organization को organization द climate कोन differ करूची की हां कि नहीं. अरे अच्छो तो क्लास रे
आज्ञा मैम
कोन बुझुचो एटे कहिलो organizational climate माने कोन. किए कहबो किछि बुझी पारन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्लाइमेट माने कोन एठी लेखिछि टर्म गुडा को पढ तीनटा बुलेट पॉइंट रे मु पीपीटी रे मेंशन करिछि पढी कि मते को कोन लेखा आइछि ता माने
ଗୋଟେ ଇନଷ୍ଟିଟ୍ୟୁସନର ମ୍ୟାନେଜମେଣ୍ଟ ଷ୍ଟାଇଲ
यस हां
टीम मोटिवेशन satisfaction
आउ के कहबो कोन लेखिछि एठे पढिलो टर्म ता पढलो एटा पढी कि भी बुझी परछो कि नै मते कहलो ए पीपीटी रे लेखिछि व्हाट इज ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्लाइमेट तो पचरिया पूर्व एटा ऑलरेडी एक्सप्लेन करा अछि पढी कि मते कहलो कोन लेखा आइछि
Climate is a
like
short-term phenomena created by current leadership. In the perception about an institution, it is directly
यस
related to the management style of the leader.
यस ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्लाइमेट ए तीनटा जाको फैक्टर जो मेंशन करा है ता ऊपर डिपेंड करछि कोन कोन ऊपर क्लाइमेट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एटे क्लाइमेट माने सर्टेन फेनोमेना क्रिएटेड बाय द करंट लीडरशिप क्लाइमेट रो अर्थ होचे एटे क्लाइमेट नुह जे जो खरा वर्षा ए सब कथा कहा जाउ क्लाइमेट ऑफ एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मींस what type of leaders are there in the institute what type of work is going to be done inside the institute okay who are the personals are going to work in the institute is going to determine the climate of the organization हमें कहूचे जे ना 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 ए इंस्टीट्यूट रो वातावरण बहुत खराब किंबा ए जदी हमें कहबा जेएनयू कहला हमें कहूचे ना ना से इंस्टीट्यूट रे सब बेले जेएनयू जे यूनिवर्सिटी सब बेले जोटे कि छात्र असंतोष देखा जाए सेटे गंडगोल हुए पाटितुंड हुए so that is the climate okay we used to tell so like this Santiniketan we will tell Santiniketan is university oh the climate of the university is totally different okay so this is going to determine the about the individuals who are working and their leadership quality and their managerial skills and it's going to determine the climate of an organization okay like this individual perception of the institute how we understand a institute okay our perception is also going to determine the organizational climate and it is directly related to management style of the leader and organizational climate of an institute always depends on the head of the institute who are the head of the authority or who are the authorities are there how they are going to manage the institute on the basis of it a climate of an institute is going to depend now you understand so what is the sign of a healthy culture of it कौन को प्रकार क्लाइमेट थिले आमे कहबा जे गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट रे गोटे हेल्दी क्लाइमेट अछि कोन तापेन दरकार ना tangible support trust of confidence high expectation scope for experimentation appreciation and recognition caring among members honest and open communication involvement in decision making okay ए गुड़ाक हूँ आमर गोटे हेल्दी इंस्टीट्यूट रो सिम्पटम ए पॉइंट गुड़ाक पढ़ी पारछ पढ़ मते कुह कोडा बुझी पारन को पॉइंट मते कह वेरी इजी एगुड़ा पढ़ी तो तुम जानी पारथु मु भाबुची
मैम tangible support माने
tangible support means आमे जानिचे गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट माने सेटे बहुत लोक काम करछन समस्तंक भितरे गोटे सपोर्टिव नेचर रहिबा दरकार समस्ते समस्तंकटू सपोर्ट सपोज एज ए कलीग यू मस्ट गेट सपोर्ट फ्रॉम योर अथॉरिटी student must get support from the teachers there must be a good supportive environment among the colleagues बुझि परछो then it is called as a tangible support jaha ko jetale jahar kichi help darkar purchi support darkar purchi they will able to get it easily that is called as the tangible support is a symptom of a healthy climate of an organization जदि गोटे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रे सब लोक माने जेतेबेले दरकार पड़छि समस्तंकर सपोर्ट नै कि किछि काम करि करछन्ती then it is a good symptom of the institute yes बुझि परलो
आगे मैम
अच्छा आउ कोडा आउ को पॉइंट बुझि परनो कॉन्फिडेंस बुझि परछो हाई एक्सपेक्टेशन हां हां कोन कहलु
फॉर
appreciation and recognition
कोडा कहलो को पॉइंट अच्छा अच्छा appreciation and recognition yes appreciation and recognition means suppose someone has done a good work the individual must be appreciated by the others बुझि परलो सम जदि मन कर से स्टूडेंट होंतु कि स्टाफ्स होंतु जदि से माने किछ गोटे भलो काम करचंती से माने भलो काम पई एप्रिसिएशन पाइबा दरकार नहले जदि भलो काम पई एप्रिसिएशन न पाइले केबे भी भलो लोक भलो काम करिया पई अन्य माने मोटिवेट हेबे ना तो सेठी गोटे हेल्दी एनवायरनमेंट थिले ही लोक माने भलो काम को एप्रिसिएशन करन अदरवाइज तो they will feel jealous and they will not recognize when someone is doing a good work then it is not a healthy climate okay so appreciation must be there for good work और जे किछि भलो काम करछि ताको भी recognition मिलवा दरकार हैला सेमान को recognize करबा दरकार सेमान को accept करबा दरकार it is a symptom of a healthy climate in a institute बुझि परलो बे
yes ma'am
ओके आउ किछि पॉइंट आउ कोडा बुझि परनो involvement in decision making a point बुझि परलो
आगे मैम
जेतेबेले भी गोटे इंस्टीट्यूट रे किछि डिसीजन निया हुए सेटा वन साइडेड हबा कथा नुह सेटा ऑटोक्रेटिक हबा कथा नुह केवल जो अथॉरिटी ओनली कैन टेक द डिसीजन नॉट लाइक दैट व्हेनेवर द अथॉरिटी इज गोइंग टू टेक द डिसीजन आल्सो the authority must take the views of the others can take the concern of the others and discuss it openly and any decision can be taken so it is called as the involvement in decision making all must involve also in the important decision making process okay ठीक अछि ताला में मूव करबे एबे पर्यंत जहां में कथा होजे वर्तमान ए यूनिट 5 रे इंस्टीट्यूशन कोन ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्लाइमेट कोन तार सिम्पटम कोन गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रा सिम्पटम कोन everything is going to depends on one person that is the leader of the institute a leader of an organization is directly related to the organizational climate so what is a leader what is leadership quality so now we will discuss about the leadership quality so what do you mean by a leader माने कोन बुझियो ए पीपीटी रे तमन पई लिखि छि तमे पढो तापरे बुझि परियो what is leader and what is leadership and you can also easily you can give your views these are the not a difficult terms कि कहबो लीडर माने कोन बुझुछ एंड लीडरशिप क्वालिटी माने कोन?
A leader has more than one person or a group to lead. ଜଣେ ଯେ ଗୋଟେ ଗ୍ରୁପ କୁ ଲିଡ୍ କରନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ହିଁ ଆମେ ଲିଡର ବୋଲି କହୁ।
Yes, a person who lead a group is called as a leader. Okay, you are correct. आउ के कहबो? Leader is a person who always work with by taking with others. केवल निजे डोमिनेंट है कि काम करिया को जे पसंद करंतनी. लीडर इज ए पर्सन जे समस्त को नेई की काम करंती. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. आमे बेले बेले हमर गोटे माने मिसकनसेप्शन अछि. लीडरशिप जहा मैनेजरियल स्किल ताहा. No. Managerial skill is different. Okay, a manager is different than a leader. Okay, a leader is a good manager, but all managers are not the leader. Are you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Managerial skill means who are able to manage all the resources at the time of working. Yes, they are called as the managers. It means all the resources means time is a resource, human beings are the resource, material is a resource, finance is a resource. By taking all the resources properly, who are able to do the work, they are called as the good managers. To be a leader, a good managerial skill is required, no doubt. But leadership is something different than the managerial skill. Leadership is not only going to demand the managerial skill, it demands a quality to lead, it demands a quality to work in a group, it demands a quality to take the risks, to be bold, and to brave. Okay, then only it can be called as a leader. If anything wrong is going to happen, also is able to take the it is brave enough to face it, then only it can be called as a leader. So leadership is something more than the managerial skill. Okay, and there are the different styles of leadership when we are talking regarding, and planning is also a part of leadership, but it is also something more than the managerial skill and the planning skill. And different type of leaders are there. So these all the types of leadership are categorized into three heads. One is called as the authoritarian, and another is the participative, and third is the laissez-faire. PPT देखा जाउची ना?
Yes, ma'am.
ए जो तीनटा कोन बुझुछ मते कहलो. What is authoritarian leadership? What is participative leadership? And what is laissez-faire leadership? ठीक है, चिंता करो मते कुहो ताला आपरे हम डिस्कशन करिया.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଅଥରିଟିଆନ୍ ମିନ୍ସ ଆପଣ କହିଥିଲେ ଅଟୋକ୍ରାଟିକ୍, ଯିଏ କି ଜଣେ ଯିଏ ନିଜେ ଡିସିସନ୍ ନେଇକି ଯୋଉ କାମ କରନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଅଥରିଟିଆନ୍ ବୋଲି କହିବା।
हाँ ଆଉ ଟିକେ ତମେ ଯିଏ କହୁଛ ଟିକେ ବଡ ପାଟିରେ କହୁନ, କିଛି ଶୁଣା ଯାଉନି ତମ କଥା.
ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଅଥରିଟିଆନ୍ ଆପଣ ଯିଏ
କିଏ କହୁଛ?
କହିଥିଲେ ଅଟୋକ୍ରାଟିକ୍, ଯିଏ କେବଳ ଜଣେ ଡିସିସନ୍
ହଁ
ନିଅନ୍ତି ତାଙ୍କୁ
ହଁ
ଆମେ ଅଥରିଟିଆନ୍ କହିବା।
ହଁ
ଆଉ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟିଭ୍ ଯିଏ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ନେଇକି ଡିସିସନ୍ ଯୋଉଟା ନିଆଯାଏ, ଡେମୋକ୍ରାଟିକ୍ ୱେରେ
ୟେସ୍.
ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପଏଣ୍ଟ ଅଫ ଭ୍ୟୁ ନିଆଯାଏ।
ତାକୁ ଆମେ ପାର୍ଟିସିପେଟିଭ୍ କହିବା. laissez-faire,
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଏଇଟା
laissez-faire ମାନେ ଆଉ କିଏ କହିବ laissez-faire ମାନେ କଣ? ଶୁଣିନ ଟର୍ମଟା କେବେ ଶୁଣିନ? ଓକେ, ଠିକ ଅଛି କହୁଛି. ଅଥରିଟେରିଆନ ମାନେ ତମେ ଯେମିତି କହିଲ authority, they will control all others and they will suppress all others. and will take all the decision from their own point of view. Okay, those leaders are called as the authoritarian leaders. Yes, participative leaders means no doubt they lead the group. They give importance to each and every member of the group. Okay, and they take the views from each and every one, take into consideration, take to analyze it, synthesize it, and on the basis of the views of the others, they take the decision. They are called as the participative. And another is called as the laissez-faire. Laissez-faire means where total freedom is given to the participants. Okay, here authority's role is neglected. It means leader's role is neglected. Only the member of the group have the full freedom. Okay, then there is total 100% freedom and no imposition of anything from the leaders. Then it is the system is called as a laissez-faire. And when the control is more, the leadership is called as a authoritarian. And the mixing of both the authoritarian and laissez-faire is called as the participative. Now you understand? ଏବେ ବୁଝିପାରିଲ? laissez-faire term ଟା economics ରୁ ଆସିଛି. ଆମର ଯେମିତି କହୁଛେ free economy ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ ସେଇଥିରୁ ଆସିଛି ଏ term ଟା laissez-faire leadership. Okay, ଆଉ ଏଥିରେ କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍ ଅଛି? ଆଉ କିଛି? Okay, we will move next. What is the need of these are all are called as the style of leadership. Then next we will go for the need of leadership. Why leadership is required for an institute, for an organization? We are discussing regarding the institute and organization, and we know that a leader is definitely required to lead a institute, to lead a organization. So what are these need? Why there is need of a leader? I have mentioned many points. You can go through all the points. The first I have mentioned here for all of you to know about the goal of the organization, to aware about the need of the students, to communicate more with parents, integrate technology with instruction, collaborate with colleges, to improve the assessment process, to participate in a team, to participate in decision making. Here only few points I have mentioned. So these are not only the points. You can write also many other points also regarding the need of leadership. Just you go through these all the points. If anything, any doubt is there, then you can put your views here.
Ma'am, integrate technology into instruction.
Integrate technology into instruction. Yes, a point of meaning होची जे आमे टेक्नोलॉजी को केमिति हमरो कम्युनिकेशन और इंस्ट्रक्शन सहित इंटरलिंक करबा. ओके, सेहि पई मध्ये हमरो लीडरशिप क्वालिटी रो दरकार अछि. जेमति आमे जानि जे नाउ इन एवरी फील्ड वी आर टेकिंग द यूज ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी. किंतु आमे टेक्नोलॉजी रा इंटीग्रेशन करि परि आमे क्लासरूम को केमिति टेक्नोलॉजी सहित इंटररिलेट करबा. हमर एग्जामिनेशन सिस्टम सहित भी केमिति टेक्नोलॉजी को यूज करबा. हमर इवैल्यूएशन सिस्टम सहित केमिति यूज करबा. एवरी फील्ड रे हमर जो एठी तो आमे कथा होचे हमर एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट विषय रे. एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूट रो एवरी एस्पेक्ट रे टेक्नोलॉजी सहित आमे केमिति इंटीग्रेट करबा ता पे मध्ये गोटे लीडरशिप दरकार. जने लीडिंग ए जिंस रे जने लीडिंग नबा दरकार. बुझी परलो?
आज्ञा.
आउ को पॉइंट आउ जदि भी किछ कोडा डाउट अछि को ओके जदि किसी डाउट नै आमे आगो को मूव करिबा आमे तो लीडरशिप विषय वर्तमान में जहाँ सब कथा हेले नेक्स्ट आसीबा व्हाट इज कांसेप्ट ऑफ पावर पावर और लीडरशिप एका जिंस कि कहबो लीडरशिप जहाँ पावर ता व्हाट इज कांसेप्ट ऑफ पावर अरे पावर कौन वर्ड ता सुनी न कहि परिबा किछि आ एटा लीडरशिप टू केमिति डिफरेंट ना एका जिंस
डिफरेंट
एका जिंस
नाइ मैडम
डिफरेंट अछि कौन डिफरेंट अछि बोली भाबुछ पावर माने कौन भाबुछ पावर जो वर्ड ता सुनले तो माइंड कौन आस पावर माने कौन आमे प्रति मुहूर्त यूज करछ ही इज अ पावरफुल पर्सन ही हैज मोर पावर तो को कंटेक्स्ट रे आमे ए सब जिंस गुडा को ए वर्ड ता को यूज करितो साइड करितो
The ability to control the people.
yes the ability not to control the ability to impose on others okay जे पावरफुल माने पावर जोटे जिंसटा आसिला it is a leader and power are the two different aspects suppose when the concept of power came in someone is going to suppress others someone going to control others then only otherwise but our statement अछि जे कोनोसी काम करिया पई पावर रो कोनोसी आवश्यकता नै you can do everything with cooperation no need of power जो जो काम गुडा को पावर करि पारेनी ही काम गुडा को तमरो कोलैबोरेशन रे कोऑपरेशन रे ही जाय आर यू एग्री विथ मी
Yes, ma'am.
और जो पावर कथा आसले गोटे अथॉरिटेरियन एटीट्यूड रो कथा हम आगु को आसे जेमे जेतले पावरफुल कथा को जने पावरफुल ही इज मोर पावरफुल हां तो एठी गोटे हमर अथॉरिटेरियन एक्टिविटी रो गोटे इमेज हम आखि के आसे so no doubt power is the capacity for doing a work जार पाखरे गोटे कैपेसिटी से गोटे काम करिया को हम सेटा को पावर बोली कहू ओके पावर इज द कैपेसिटी फॉर डूइंग ए वर्क एंड इट इज डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम अथॉरिटी ओके जोटी अथॉरिटेरियन एटीट्यूड अथॉरिटेरियन पोजीशन रो कथा आसे सेठी हमें पावर वर्ड को यूज करू सो व्हाट इज द बेसिस ऑफ पावर जेतरा हमें पावर कथा कहूचे ए बेस गुडा हमर कोड आसी सो पावर आसे जेतेबेला हम गोटे पोजीशन कथा को पोजीशन हायर अथॉरिटी दैट्स व्हाई हैविंग द पावर ओके और सैंक्शन अथॉरिटी जोटे लोक माने किछि पैसा रो सैंक्शन करंती जो मानक पाखरे पैसा सैंक्शन करिवार एबिलिटी थाए किमा काकू प्रमोट करिवाकू काकू प्रमोशन दबाकू काकू प्रेज करिया पई का पाके थाए सेटा को हमें को रिवार्ड पावर हैला ए पावर रो भी डिफरेंट बेस अछि ओके लेजिटिमेट पावर काकू लीगली हमें काकू पनिश करिवार जा पाके एबिलिटी अछि हमें ताको कहूचे लीगल पावर ओके so like this power word is mostly used in some extent towards a authoritarian activity and it is derived from on the basis of the different base okay जेमति legitimate power coercive power reward power export power
restraint power, power of someone personal trait. Okay, काहाकू माने गोटे काम रिट्रेन कर दवा, डिसमिस कर दवा, सस्पेंड कर दवा, जेमते हमरो सरकारी चाकरी रे हमें बाबू जाकू डिसमिस करे दे परिवा, सस्पेंड करे दे परिवा, काकू पनिश करे परिवा, ए सब जिंस रे हमरो पावर रो वर्ड रो यूज आसे. But the thing is that leadership is something different than the use of this power. Yes, no doubt power is required for a leader to take some certain issues, but still leader are those persons who take the less use of the power. Okay, जेतेबेले हम पाखरे पावर थाए किंतु ताको हमें लेस यूज करिकि भी जेतेबेले we can do a work in an effective way, that is called as a real leadership. Yes, are you agree with me? बुझी पारलो एटा म तुमको कोन कहया चाहूँ छी.
मैम आउ थरे कोन
हाँ कोडा कहबी तू को पॉइंट ता बुझी पारनो तू कहबी ना पूराटा कहबी ओतरे.
आज्ञा
पावर माने होची द कैपेसिटी फॉर डूइंग ए वर्क. एटा पिपिटी रे भी लिखि छी तुम देखो सेठी बुझी पारियो. जहार पाखरे किछु कैपेसिटी थाए किछु करि परिवार से मानको आमे ताको पावर, किंतु ए पावर वर्ड ता हमर गुटा अथॉरिटेरियन वर्ड ता. ए पावर गुडा को कोन पावर वर्ड ता यूज करा है ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पोजीशन को बेस करके हमें पावर वर्ड ता यूज करता है ना. तो पोजीशन कथा जेतेबेले को आर हमर डिफरेंट बेस अछि, जेमति को हमें जे लेजिटिमेट पावर. ओके, ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ पोजीशन हमें जा कहू ताको हमें कहू जेमति हमर जज करो गोटे पोजीशन रे तांगो गोटे पोजीशन रे अछन तांगर गोटे पावर अछि डिसीजन नै नबार गोटे जुडिशियल डिसीजन नबार गोटे पावर अछि तांग पाखरे. सेमति जो माने फाइनेंशियल पावर का पाखरे अछि, जो माने फाइनेंस इश्यू करि परिबे, सैंक्शन करि परिबे, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज कोरेसिव पावर. ओके, सेमति कहा को प्रमोशन करिवार जा पाखरे कैपेसिटी अछि, काकू प्रमोट करिवार प्रेज करिवार जा पाखे पावर अछि, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज ए रिवॉर्ड पावर. ओके, सेमति जा पाखरे पावर ऑफ नॉलेज और स्किल अछि, जेमति हम टीचर मानक कथा कहबा, प्रोफेसर मानक कथा कहबा, से मानक पाखरे पावर अछि कोन, तांको पावर कोन ना तांको पाखरे बहुत ज्ञान अछि, तांको पाखरे नॉलेज अछि, स्किल अछि. सो इट इज कॉल्ड एज ए एक्सपर्ट पावर. ओके, सेमति जा पाखरे पावर अछि किछु पर्सनल ट्रेट रो माने करे जी जेमति हमें कोटे जने कहउचे जी ए माने को टेक एग्जांपल हमरो जो बालुका शिल्पी सुदर्शन मन नाटा मन पटनायक, सुदर्शन पटनायक ना जे बालुका शिल्पी अछन तांको पाखे गोटे पावर अछि, से तांकर बाली रे किछि भी गोटे भलो तयारी कर दे पछन. जार मन को सपोज टेक एग्जांपल ए सिंगर, दे हैव द पावर in a particular trade of singing the songs. का पाखे गोटे आर्ट करिवार पावर अछि. So these are the power. If it is that is called as the retirement power when it is on the basis of a personal trait. Yes, ए जो एडा कहउची पावर रो डिफरेंट डेफिनेशन ना on the basis of different ways. एबे बुझी पालो.
आज्ञा मैम
आउ कहार किछि डाउट अछि तू ओके आई जदि हमें आगु को जिबा तो हमें एठी देखिबा हमें सब जो कथा हेले वर्तमान इंस्टीट्यूशन कोन, ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल क्लाइमेट कोन, लीडरशिप कोन, पावर कोन, तापरे हमें नेक्स्ट हमें एगुडा को रिलेट करी कथा बा केमती हमें गोटे गुड लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को डेवलप करि परबा. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ए गुड लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैला कोन ना गोटे लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रे डेवलपमेंट पे हमु कोन क्राइटेरिया ऊपर फोकस करिया पड़ियो. वन इज एप्रिसिएशन फॉर लर्निंग, providing learning opportunities, promote learning by every individual, encourage experimentation, acquire the best practices of others. यदि हमें लर्निंग आम जो केवल आम ये कथा होचे केवल अलग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हूँ आम लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कथा होचे. लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन माने जोठे किछि लर्निंग करिवार स्कोप थाए, that is called as a learning organization. Here we can say a college is a learning organization, a school is a learning organization. So how should be the climate of a learning organization? What type of leadership must be there in a learning organization? What type of power can be used in a learning organization? Okay, so here importance is given that learning organization should be such that every individual in the learning organization must have ample opportunity to learn. खाली जड़े पढ़ी पारुची दी जण पढ़ी पारुचंदी सेटा को हमें गुड लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहबानी जोठी समस्तंकर पढ़िबार किछि ना किछि सुविधा अछि जमा जोठी समस्ते फ्रीली लर्न करिया पई स्कोप पाउचंती सेटा को हमें कहबा जे गुड लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बुझी पारलो हबे को पॉइंट कहली providing learning opportunity to all is a symptom of a good learning organization. बुझी पारलो वर्तमान
आज्ञा मैम।
आउ किछि ए सब पॉइंट गुडा बुझी परछो जोडा जोडा मु एठी मेंशन करी छी जदी पढ न होले जदी कोडा भी बुझी परनो को डिस्कशन करिवा ना आगु बुझीबा ठीक अछि नेक्स्ट
मैम
आगु
आगे को
बुझीबा जदी
ଯିବା।
तमे बुझी ठीक अछि देन हमें आसीबा गोटे लर्निंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन रे केमिति को प्रकार डिसीजन मेकिंग कैपेसिटी रहइबा दरकार व्हाट इज डिसीजन मेकिंग कैपेसिटी व्हाट आर द टाइप्स ऑफ डिसीजन मेकिंग कैपेसिटी so types of decision making capacities are two types one is centralized one another is decentralized ए दीटा जाक टर्म रो मीनिंग बुझी परछु व्हाट इज सेंट्रलाइज्ड एंड डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड बुझी परछु मीनिंग ऑफ सेंट्रलाइज्ड एंड डिसेंट्रलाइज्ड centralized means when decision making capacity is concentrated with few individuals then it is called as a centralized process but when the decision making process is decentralized means it is there from top to bottom. It means all type of individuals are going to participate in the decision making capacity then it is called as a decentralized process. So decision making process or the type of decision making process of an organization and of an institute is also going to determine the climate of an organization. Okay, if suppose take example a centralized decision making capacity is there in an organization, that institute or organization is called as a authoritarian leadership quality organization. And when decentralized means from top to bottom every individuals are getting the ample opportunity to participate in the decision making process and power is distributed among the different individuals in the different aspects then the process is called as a decentralized one. And decentralized decision making capacity always provide a student friendly and a child centered classroom, a student friendly environment in the institution and organization. Okay, so with this I think here till now we have discussed regarding the unit 5 and after that there is regarding classroom environment and all these things.
3 more units are there. I think unit 6, unit 7, and unit 8. And now what is the time? 7. Okay. I think with this we will stop here today. If any more doubt is there, you tell. We will discuss for 10 to 15 minutes. And what about the 3 units are left? Tomorrow we will discuss. Unit 6, 7, and 8. Yes. ଆଉ ଯଦି ଯାହାର ଏବେ ଆଜି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଯାହା ଯାହା ଆମେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ କିଏ କହିବ ଆଜି ଆମେ ଏଇ ଯୋଉ 2 ଘଣ୍ଟା ପାଖାପାଖି ହେଲା ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ କଣ କଣ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଉପରେ ଡିସ୍କସନ କଲେ कौन कौन कॉन्सेप्ट उपले डिस्कशन कले जने कि उडे ब्रीफ ब्रीफ करो वो को ऊपर हम आज डिस्कशन कले
Ma'am, individual variation
हां
in cognition,
हां को
individual variation in cognition, intelligence,
यस
psychometric theories, intelligence, theories
यस
of multiple intelligence,
यस
David Perkins.
yes David Parkinson's view on intelligence. Okay, we have discussed regarding the intelligence and theories of intelligence. Next आउ जने को तापर इंटेलिजेंस पर कोन
issues
डिस्कशन
in
कले
intelligence, creativity,
yes
orga-
what is creativity,
organizational
what are the
climate,
sources of yes creativity,
leadership,
sources
need
of
of
creativity.
leadership. Yes, ma'am. Need of leadership, concept of power, type of decision making.
Yes. So today we mostly cover 4 important topics. First is the intelligence, different theories of intelligence, and next is the creativity, sources of creativity, and how we can develop the strategy that to develop the creativity among the children. And next is what is an institute, what is organizational climate, and how the leadership, types of leadership, and how this leadership is going to influence the organizational climate of an institute. Okay, so these are the things, important things today we have covered. uh, I think according to your module, what are the important things are there, I mostly touch each and every important thing. If anything more is there beyond it, you can ask, we will discuss also. जहाँ मोस्टली इंपोर्टेंट थिला से इंपोर्टेंट गुडा को टच करिकि मु तो डिस्कशन करी पे चेष्टा करिछि आउ जदी किछि इंपोर्टेंट रहि जाइछि जदी तमे किछि बुझी परनो कि नल कोठी जदी आउ दरकार नल जहाँ पचारिबो हम ता ऊपर डिस्कशन करिबा आउ तीनटा यूनिट अछि यूनिट 6 7 एंड 8 तमे आज जदी भलरे पढिबो देन मु सेत पे कहूछि तमर पढिले हम डिस्कशन ता अधिका फ्रूटफुल हबो काली कि हम तीनटा यूनिट विषय डिस्कशन करिबा अच्छी किछि डाउट अछि किछि पचारिबो कि okay, I'm going to stop the screen share. कार किसी डाउट अछि पचारिबो जदि नाही हम स्टॉप करिबा ओके 10 minutes time is there. If you have any doubt, you can ask without any hesitation. We will discuss.
କ୍ରିଏଟିଭିଟି ଟା ଟିକେ ଡିଫାଇନ୍ କରିବା ଆଉ ଥରେ।
Yes, creativity is a ability of an individual to do something different than the normal process of doing. Okay, it is not intellectual ability, it is something more than the intellectual ability. That's why I told a intelligent person may or may not creative, but every creative peoples are the intelligent. Okay, so this is something, a unique capacity of an individual to do the work in a different way than the original process. In common words we can tell like this. And it mostly depends on the divergent thinking, the development of divergent thinking of an individual. ବୁଝିଲ ନା ଆଉ କିଛି ତମକୁ ଦରକାର ପଡୁଛି explanation? କିଏ ପଚାରୁଥିଲ, ବୁଝିଲ କି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
ଆଚ୍ଛା, ଆଉ କାହାର କିଛି ଡାଉଟ୍? Okay, we will stop here. ଆମେ ବନ୍ଦ କରିବା?
ହଁ ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
Okay,
Thank you ମ୍ୟାମ୍।
okay, thank you all. If no more doubts are there, we will leave here. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you.